Okay, perfect. Welcome to yoga class. We are going to have a very stretchy class today. And I think we'll start by laying down because that's going to set the tone. I'm going to ask you to grab something, a cushion, something like that, so we can get a really nice chest opener to start. So lay yourself down on your mat. Pop the cushion, or if you've got a soft block, that might do it, but you want something really supportive and really soft. Pop it underneath your back, kind of high up, and you might have to just spend a little bit of time wiggling around to make sure that you're in the right place. But I want your shoulders to come back, your chest to be slightly lifted so that you've got this really nice opening through the front body. If you are sensitive in the lower back, you can take the feet to the edges of the mat and then the knees can just fall in. If you are totally fine and think, what are you talking about, Michelle? Then just take your legs long and then you'll get kind of a deeper lift through that, through the front body. Put a little bit more pressure through the back though, so just be mindful of that. Set yourself up, hands can come by the side of you, palms up if that is comfortable. If you prefer to just rest them on the tummy, then do that. Lots and lots of options here, but just get yourself set up. And then you'll know you're ready because you'll stop fidgeting and just begin to settle into the breath. And then we're going to start our class today with some even breathing. A really nice way just to begin to filter out everything that's going on around us and begin to turn that attention inwards and onto your mat. So when you're ready, maybe just close off the eyes if they're not already closed. And then follow my breath pattern. And if it's different to yours, then stick with your own. All right, so here we go. Let's take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The breath is calm, smooth, even. It comes through the body and leaves the body with no effort at all. Can begin to feel that openness created through that front body with the inhales and the exhales as you find that heaviness from body through to mat. As you begin to set yourself up for your practice today with a calm mind and a calm breath. Set yourself an intention for today's practice and then hold it in your mind's eye. Okay. When you're ready, just roll over and remove the cushion or block from beneath you. And then come back. Release the legs. We're going to take the arms above you to the back wall. Stretch out, taking a pulse through the right side. Lengthen. And then through the left side and lengthen. And just take a couple of side stretches, just one after the other. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the hips to the right and the feet and the hands over to the left side of the mat. You're in a blown palm position. From here, just going to drive that right hip down. Left hand can take hold of the right wrist. Gentle encouragement of further stretch through that right side body. And then that right ankle can cross over the left. Relaxing through the neck. Breathing smooth and even. Right hip driving down. Stretching through that right side. Nice deep breaths through the lungs into the belly. That stretch of those ribs as the lungs expand and then deflate. The ribs begin to contract. Let's relax here, come back into center. Start to take a couple of stretches through one side and then the other, just releasing and lengthening each time. And then when you're ready, hips come to the left, hands and feet come over to the right. Left hip begins to drive down into the mat. Maybe right hand takes left wrist, bringing that left arm all the way over. And then that left ankle can cross over the top of the right, if you've got a little bit of space for that. Breathing into that rib space, allowing that breath to fill the lungs, fill the belly, and then disappear. Okay, coming back to our center. From here, just draw the knees above the hips so that the legs are at right angles. Take the hands to the knees. Draw the knees in towards the chest and then take them wide and push them away. I'm going to make sure that lower back is anchored into the mat, protecting the lower back through using our core. And then just finding a little bit of movement through the hips, a little bit of strength through the core. And then let's switch the direction, push away, take wide, bring them back in again. Okay, and then bring those knees tightly in towards the chest. Bring the forehead up to meet the knees. Give yourself a tight, tiny ball. And then release. We're going to take the right leg away from us. Keep that left knee in. Interlace the fingers below the joint and then draw that knee past the ribs and in towards that left shoulder. Push through the heels on both sides. Keep that right shoulder away from the ear. Taking your time. With every exhale, maybe that knee comes in just a little bit closer. And then find yourself into a tree pose. Bring the sole of that left foot into the inner right thigh or down to the calf if that's more comfortable. And then from here, let's take those arms into cactus arms. Going to push just lightly into the ground through the forearms, lifting the chest slightly. Draw the core in to protect that lower back. Allow the knee to open out on the left side. Maybe pop a cushion or a block underneath the knee if you need to bring the floor up to meet it. Dip the chin ever so slightly towards the chest, just to lengthen the neck a little bit. And then use that left hand to just bring the knee back up to center. We're going to cross it across the body. Left knee comes over to the right side. As you come into a twist, left arm can come away from you, gazing over those left fingertips. We're in the early beginning part of our practice, so just be gentle here. Don't need to go to the full extent where you may have been before. We're just warming up through the body. Last breath here. Coming all the way back out. Extending that left leg away. And let's go on the other side. Right knee's going to come in towards that right shoulder. Going to push through both heels. Just dip that chin in towards the chest, just a little bit, lengthen the neck. Shoulders away from the ears. Okay. Going to release here. Take that right foot into the inner left thigh. Come into a tree, just allowing that knee to drop out. And then once again, let's come into our cactus arms. Strong, powerful arms. Push down through the backs of the hands and the forearms. Lift the chest ever so slightly and draw that core in. Left heel pushes away from you. Okay. Use that right hand to just support the knee up to center. Left hand can just draw that right leg across the body, come into a twist, and then that right hand can extend away from you. Maybe the gaze comes over the fingertips. Using those exhales to maybe twist just a little bit more. We're not looking to come to our edge. We're looking to be comfortable. And then coming all the way back up. Let's bring those knees in towards you. Give yourself a hug together. Bring the forehead to the knees. Okay. From here, we're going to rock and roll on the spine. And as we do, take your time here. You don't need to rush this bit. It's a good bit. When you're ready, you can cross the ankles, make your way into a table position. And then from here, let's extend that right leg away and keep those hips nice and level. Keep pushing through that heel. If you want a little bit of core work, tuck that left toe and hover that left knee. You're going to draw the belly in, nice and secure through the core. Hips are level, heel pushing away. Gazing between the hands, nice long neck. And then that lower left knee can lower if it was lifted. From here, let's lift through that right leg, pushing that heel away still. We're going to draw small circles with that big toe. And then those little circles get bigger and bigger. And then go in the opposite direction, big circle, beginning to get smaller. Okay. From here, we're going to extend that leg out to the right side. I'm going to spin around so you can see. Out to the right side. From here, we're just going to start to push the weight back towards that left heel. When you're happy, if you want to sit back, you can. And then coming back out. From here, we're going to sit up. Right hand comes down the leg, left arm lifts all the way over. We should have no weight through that bottom hand. If you want a little bit of core work, we can lift that right arm too. And then coming all the way up, take that left hand down, reach that right arm all the way over, push down through that pinky edge side of that right foot. And then if you're happy to lift that right leg, then do. And if you want a little bit of core work, we can go elbow to knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your gate. Pause there. Take the gaze to the ceiling if it feels good. And then come all the way back round. Come back to your table. From here, extend the left leg away. Keep the hips nice and level. Draw the belly in. If you're happy to a little bit of core work, you can tuck that right toe and then hover through that right knee. Keep pushing that left heel away. Gazing between the hands, long neck. And then lowering that right knee on top of the toes, lift that left leg. We begin to draw small circles with the big toe. Keep that core switched on so that we are really working here into the glute, into the core, circles getting bigger. And then switch directions, circles are big. And then getting smaller. Okay, I'm going to take that left leg out to the side now, and then we're going to sink back towards the heel on that right side. Okay, coming back up from here, walk those hands up. Left hand comes down the leg, right arm lifts up and then over. Checking we've not got weight through that left hand. If you want a little bit more, we can bring that left arm up. Imagine you're holding a giant beach ball, reaching those hands towards that top corner of the room, finding space through that side body. And then bringing those arms over. Right hand is going to come down and left hand comes all the way over. Opening the gaze to the ceiling if that feels good for the neck. And then a little bit of extra work here. If you're up for it, lift through that left leg and then elbow to knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend away, take a deep stretch, squeeze the glutes, push those hips forward a little bit. And then bringing those hands down, knee comes down too. Let's take some time to move through whatever variation of cat-cow you would like, just for fun. So you can stick with the traditional cat-cow, lifting the gaze, dropping the belly, moving from the pelvis and rounding through the spine. But maybe your body is calling for something different. Really tune in to what feels good in the movement. And we don't care what it looks like, just about moving based on need. And then take another breath or two in movement. And then when you're ready, you can come back to a table position on your mat. Lovely. Okay, from here, we're going to just hover the knees. So tuck the toes, hover the knees, draw the belly in. And then from here, we're going to take chest to thighs. Sit back, allow the stretch on the underside of the feet and into the Achilles to just take a moment. Sit with it. And then finding your way into a downward facing dog. Taking your time as you pedal one heel out and then the other. No rush here. Lengthening down the backs of each leg. Listening to what your body's going to need. Maybe a deep bend into the knees is going to turn those sit bones closer up towards the ceiling. Plant those hands down, push through the pads of the fingers, wrap the triceps around the elbows. Creases are looking at one another. And we're going to take the right leg high. Keep the hips level to start. And then open those hips out. Right foot comes towards the bottom. Push those hips forward. The glutes are squeezing. And then we're going to take that right foot through the hands. We're going to come into a high lunge. Keep the stance nice and wide so that we're well balanced. Push back with the back heel. Nice bend through that front knee. Let's take the arms high and then bring right arm under left. Hands come together. Draw those elbows forward and down. If you're tight across the shoulders, just take opposite shoulders instead of wrapping the arms. And then we're going to start to move those arms forward towards the knee. Coming into a bit of a bow. Keep pushing through that back heel. Coming all the way back up. Releasing the arms. From here, we're going to take that left hand to the outside of that right leg and bring that right hand behind, bringing the ribs around to the right side. Back to center, hands come down, right leg comes back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels. Move through the ankles, releasing one foot at a time. Take some circles. Okay, let's go on the other side. Left leg is going to lift high, hips are level to start. Open the hips to the left, left foot comes towards the bottom. Glutes are squeezing, hips are moving forward. And then that left foot is going to come high into the chest and then down next to that left hand. And then we come up into a high lunge. Push back with that back heel, deep bend into that left knee. This time round, we're going to go left arm underneath right. Hands are going to come down and forward, elbows reaching forward. Always options to take opposite shoulders instead. And then beginning to bring those elbows towards the knee as we begin to bow down. Keep pushing through that back heel. With control, we come all the way up. Release the hands, right hand to the outside of that left knee, left hand comes behind, lift up through the crown of the head, draw the ribs around as the gaze comes over that left shoulder. And then all the way back to center. Hands come down. Let's come and bring that left foot back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels. Okay, we're going to step, hop or jump to the top of our mat. Take a deep forward fold here. Chest comes to thighs. Bring the crown of the head towards the big toes. Always an option to take a nice deep bend into the knees if that feels more comfortable. Okay, slowly and carefully, we're going to push through the feet and come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to a standing position. Okay. From here, we're going to play around with eagle because that's always fun and super stretchy. Going to use that right leg as our standing leg. From here, we're going to cross left leg over the top of the right. Maybe both feet are going to be on the floor. Maybe you'll wrap that left foot behind the right. So from here, we're going to sink down like a cross-legged position. And then if you would like to wrap the left foot behind the right calf, then do. If you're happy just to take the left toes down for balance, then do that. We're going to focus in on one thing that's not moving. Once we've mastered the legs, take the arms out. Right arm is going to come underneath left. Take the palms together. Draw the elbows and the knees down. We want the knees and the elbows in one complete line. So if those knees are moving over to the right, we're going to draw the hips back so we can sit back and those hips lengthen out. Squeeze everything together, stretch across the shoulders, thighs squeezing, calves squeezing, and then, oh, absolute fail for me. We're going to release. No dignity for me there, but that's okay. It's all about learning. Okay, move those legs out, give them a bit of a movement and we'll go on the other side. Okay, left foot's going to be our standing leg. Right leg we can cross over. Maybe the toes just stay down for balance. Maybe we wrap that right foot around the calf. The lower we sink down, I promise the easier it will be. Okay, we want to draw those hips level so that the knees are in line with what will be our elbows in a minute. And take the arms out. We are an eagle after all. We're going to take left elbow underneath right, hands come together, draw those elbows forward and down, elbows reaching towards knees. Make yourself into one long line. Bring the knees back if they start to move around to the left. Focusing in on one thing that's not moving. The lower you sink, the easier it will be. Squeeze everything together. Elbows, thighs, calves, find the stretch across the shoulders, and then come all the way out. Releasing, having a shimmy. Okay, nice. Good job, good job. Okay, let's reach the hands high towards the ceiling, reaching up out of the waist. We take a forward fold, hinge from the hips, bring the chest down towards the thighs, crown of the head reaching towards the big toes. Take a moment, take a breath. Hands to shins, take a half lift. Release the hands behind you, palms up, shoulders are squeezing. The chest is lifting ever so slightly. We have the straightest back imaginable. Forward fold. Large step back with that left foot. Come down onto the back knee, untuck the toes. We're going to bring the arms high. Pinky fingers come in. and the hips move forward and down. Bring the chin towards the ceiling, open through that front body. Okay, bringing that left hand to the outside of that right thigh, reaching up and then bringing the ribs around, come to a twist. Come all the way back round. Nice. Hands come down, lift through that back knee. We're going to take that left foot to the top of the mat. Forward fold here. Soften through the knees if needed. And then hands to shins, half lift. Release the hands behind you, palms up. Lift the chest slightly. Chin moves towards the top of the mat. Nice long spine, forward fold, chest to thighs. Large step back, right foot. Bend through that back knee, untuck the toes. Bring the hands high, low lunge here. Roll those pinky fingers in, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Those hips moving forward and down, deep stretch through that hip flexor on the front side. And then releasing the arms, right hand to the outer left thigh, lifting up, bringing those ribs around to the left. Crown of the head reaching tall towards the ceiling. Coming all the way back round, hands down, tuck the back toes, lift through the back knee, left foot comes back, downward dog. Okay, I'm going to take the right leg high. We're going to move into a pigeon. We've done eagle. Let's do another bird. Right knee is going to come behind that right wrist, and the foot comes behind the left wrist. Before we put that back knee down, just keep the hands down and just roll over the ball of that left foot. Just finding some movement through that split position. And then come to rest the back thigh down on top of the toes. We want to keep the hips level. So if you find that that right butt cheek is rolling over, prop it up with a cushion or a block. Reaching the belly button forward, find space through that front body. Reaching the chest forward, maybe the gaze comes high, or maybe you walk the hands down. Coming up onto the forearms, lifting the chest forward. Or maybe you've got space, you can find comfort, bring the forehead down to a pillow, which is the hands. Hips are nice and level, always a good opportunity to find stillness and take a body scan. With every exhale, just pay attention to how that body is feeling. Imagine sending that breath into the hips. And then releasing, coming back up onto the hands. We're going to tuck the back toes, engage that core for some protection through the spine, and then take that right leg back to join the left in down dog. Pedal out the heels. Okay, let's go on the other side. Left leg is going to lift, and then that left knee comes behind the left wrist, and the foot somewhere behind the right. Keep the back leg lifted, just start to move over the ball of that right foot. Finding a little bit of movement into that hip space on the left. And then when you're ready, that back knee can come down, untuck the toes, and then find a space that you can rest in. Maybe you're up as a proud pigeon, or maybe you are down using the hands as a pillow. As always, we want to keep those hips level. So if you find that you're rocking over, then pop a block underneath to support you. Taking those exhales, breathing into the hips, noticing how you are feeling, using the opportunity for a body scan. Okay, start to move back into the hands. Going to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then bring the knee down under the hip. Come back into table. We're going to cross the ankles and bring the legs out in front of us. And then from here, we're going to move back into the mat. Get hold of we're going to finish how we started. So get hold of the cushion or the block or whatever it might be that you started with and pop it back into position. And make our way down into our final Savasana. So just taking your time to set yourself up. If you don't want to finish the way we started, if that was intense and you don't like it, that's okay. Get rid of the block or the cushion and just set yourself up. And remember any sensitivity in the lower back, just keep the feet flat and the knees can just drop in towards one another. Hands can come down by the side of you, palms up, or you can take a hand to chest and belly if that's better for you. You can then really feel the physical breath moving in and out. Okay, with the distractions gone, maybe that tickly piece of hair has been moved to one side. Just allowing that breath to move in and out of the body. We're just going to finish class the way we started, with a focus in on the breath. If my breath pattern doesn't match yours, then do your own. Here we go. I'm going to take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. The breath is soft and smooth and even. The body is heavy, stretched and relaxed. I invite you to come back to your intention from the beginning of class today. Feel pride that you have found some time as a gift to yourself and just holding that gratitude there in your final inhales and exhales of class. When you're ready, I'm going to start to let the wider world back in. Allow some sounds from around you
Maybe the smell of the space you are in. Gently begin to move the body, a little bit of a sway or a wiggle. Just taking time to awaken that body that has worked so hard for you today. And there is no rush, but when you are ready, slowly and carefully make your way back up to a seated position, and I will be there.